What's up, everyone? Welcome to S&J Sports Talk with my co-host Stanley. How you doing here?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
Doing good. Real quick, everyone, just find us on S&J Sports Talk, all the platforms, right? YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, every podcast platform you could think of. Or if you don't have a specific thing, just go on Google and search up S&J Sports Talk. We will show up for you guys. Coming to y'all with a short episode today. We're just gonna cover a few topics real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's get straight into it, man. So let's get into the Raiders and Chiefs. The Raiders versus Chiefs situation, bro. Man. What are your thoughts on that game first off before we get into the after the game?
It was a great comeback by the Chiefs, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, they were down, 17 points?
17-0.
And they came back and won the game. That was a great game. I got to say that ending of the game was hilarious. It was hilarious because to see the two wide receivers crash into each other, that doesn't normally happen at a professional level in the NFL. You would think at least one person would be like, okay, this guy's running this way. Let me just change my route and change my play and go another way. But to see them crash into each other, that was crazy. The 2-point conversion at the end or non-conversion, I should say, the attempt, instead of actually kicking the field goal and tying the game, crazy. What do you think? Should they have gone for the 2-point conversion or should they have gone for the field goal kick and tied the game?
I mean, in that situation right there, it's not like the Raiders were coming back. It was like, no, they were up 17-0.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs went up by a touchdown. You came down there and scored. It's not like you have the momentum on your side or anything. Mm-hmm. First off, it was a bad play call. I don't know why they ran it on that situation. I feel like they should have audibled it, but they should have kicked the field goal. I mean, like, that's not even saying it like because they missed it. It's like, no, like even like if I was coaching that situation, I would have kicked it. You know, like just and then you're putting pressure on Patrick Mahomes and then Travis Kelce, the Chiefs, to have to actually score 3 points for the end of the game, you know?
I understand where they were coming from, though, because they didn't want to go into overtime with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Now it's the flip of a coin toss, which I could have seen it either way, man.
Yeah.
I could have seen it either way. They were inches from getting the 2-point conversion and being up.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been on the blockers, the linebacker. It could have been on the running back. Just go a little bit harder.
That's true.
You know, they were close.
They were very close.
But the fact they lost the game, everybody can look back and say, okay, this is what they did wrong.
Yeah.
Whereas they could have easily won that game.
Yeah.
They lost it when they gave up the 17-point lead.
Yeah. I mean, but taking all those things into consideration, especially with your record, you're 1-3 at that point.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, just tie the game up. Like, you got to take your chances, you know?
Yeah.
And at that time, if you're the Raiders coach, why are you even thinking about overtime? It's like he's probably so scared about going to overtime. It's like there was 4 minutes 30 seconds left in the game. Your defense got the football back, you know.
Yeah.
But then it was like,
they could have secured that game, came back,
and
down
to be honest, they still could have won it. Mm-hmm. They still could have won the game, guys. Mm-hmm. But they missed it. They the last play, man.
Yeah, and then we're looking at that last play, man. What happens that two wide receivers are going to actually run into each other at the professional sports level? We're not talking about we're dealing with little 5-year-olds and 7-year-olds out there doing little, you know.
Well, there was
little league.
There was actually a lot of things that was wrong in that play. First off, if it was 4th and 1 like that, it
was 4th and 1.
It was 4th and 1.
What were you doing passing it in the first place?
First off, the Chiefs are gonna blitz, right? So it's like, why are you doing a play action, right? That play action already takes an extra 1 or 2 seconds, right?
Right.
And then you're gonna, so you do a play action, and then they're blitzing. So Darren Carr doesn't even have enough time. The receivers, Davante Adams and the receivers, doesn't even have enough time to actually run their full routes because they're blitzing, right? And so Darren Carr kind of like had to let the ball go more quickly than he wanted to.
Because of the blitz?
Yeah, but with that being said, I forget his name, but the second wide receiver next to Davante Adams slipped. Mm-hmm. And so I don't think he saw Davante Adams, and they ended up running into each other.
I'm thinking they're supposed to know where, like, if I know my route, I'm still supposed to know where the other routes are going.
Yeah.
So I know I don't need to swerve into this lane right now.
Or they might to, run a random route or something.
Yeah. You know? I know where Davante's going. Unless they both just changed routes or one of them went. I'm like, how do you run into each other? When I first saw it live on TV, I'm thinking to myself, I said, oh, pass interference. Somebody got ripped up. Yeah. And I said, they ran into each other. And I couldn't help but start laughing, man.
It was just a bad play. It was like, why are you even throwing the ball in 4th and 1? Like, you need a yard.
And that proves it was a bad
like,
play was them running into each other. It
that
shows
was,
they defeated themselves. They defeated themselves.
Yeah, the coach lost the game because in the NFL, you're supposed to like. The other team is supposed to win the game. You're not supposed to lose the game for them, and that's what the Raiders did. They lost the game.
Yeah.
themselves.
So the Raiders are 1-4 now, man. It's pretty bad.
Season's looking over. For them.
Let's talk about what happened with Davante Adams because Davante Adams, of course, one of the top receivers in the game, and right now they're coming after him because after the game, he had he was obviously angry from that play. I mean, anybody would be angry from that play, but he had a situation where he you got to watch the video, man. He's walking off the field hot right after the play, and a cameraman walks right in front of him, and he pushes the cameraman down and then just walks away. Yeah. It might have looked better if he would have at least helped the camera. Like, oh, you a cameraman? My bad. Let me help you up. Just do that real quick because all the cameras are watching. But they're trying to give this man, I think they're fouling for a misdemeanor. Assault, man, that's the worst. There's no way this man should be getting some type of legal issues in court for what just happened.
Well, that was the cameraman. It wasn't even the NFL.
It was the cameraman going and fouling. The judge should look at this and throw this away and be like, hold on, go take care of this with the NFL. Like, this isn't no thing that needs to be done in court.
And the crazy thing about it is the cameraman got right in front of Davante Adams.
He
was in Davante Adams' personal space. It wasn't even like Davante Adams sped up or something, to push the guy. It was like, no. If you go back and watch the video, guys, Davante Adams is walking back to the locker room. He's mad. He has his head down, helmet in his right hand or whatnot, and then the camera guy, you'll see him with his little stick or whatnot. He walks right in front of Davante Adams. So Davante Adams looks up.
Yes.
And not only that, guys, you have to understand, there's fans running on the field nowadays, all right?
Yeah.
So, these players, like, if you're in the NFL, you might not even feel safe if you're on the field now because there's so many fans that are getting, on the field. They're running around.
They're running on the field. Where is security at?
First off, where was security at? You don't really see that in the NBA. Like, there might be a fan every now and then who gets out there, but for the most part, last year you could see a lot of NBA fans
getting tackled.
They were getting tackled before they even made the out of bounds line, for the court.
I think they had some.
The NFL needs to upgrade their security on that, no doubt. They need to do a better job because they shouldn't be on the field especially where the players are. Like, you don't know if that guy has a knife on him or whatnot,
You really don't know. And you
really don't know.
When I'm looking at this cameraman who stepped in front of Davante Adams, I think he might have been trying to walk past him, but he got in front of his way and kind of stopped right there.
Either way, he's in his personal space,
And honestly, Jonathan, I think when you're looking at football is a violent game.
Yeah.
It's just like boxing. It's a violent game. I don't care if the game just was over. The game's just over. Everybody's on a heightened, violent level. You've been getting hit or hitting all game, knocked out all game, and then right afterwards, you're walking off the field. You're trying to calm and wind down. You're not supposed to be standing in them players' way while they're trying to get back there. If you're a cameraman, you're supposed to be. All the other cameramans are on the side, taking their pictures from the side. This man, for whatever reason, was walking in front of the players walking out. You're not supposed to do that. And if I'm an NFL player, I'm like, this is the field, this is our space. You're supposed to be in the camera section, but not all in front of my face.
Not in front of the Davante
You got to be respectful.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to push him.
Yeah.
But I understand. We don't know what it's like to come from that heightened sense. We want them to be at a heightened sense and play their best, be very physical, and then when they come down, oh, he's getting physical with the cameraman. Not intentionally. This wasn't premeditated. The judge should throw that out. It's not premeditated.
Yeah, the cameraman
at all.
was right in front of Davante Adams. You have to understand the scenario, bro. They just lost the game.
Mm-hmm.
They're 1-4.
The difference between winning and losing a game was on that play right there.
They're 1-4, and then they lost a play off a very bad mistake.
Yeah.
Like, they ran into each other. It wasn't even like they had a shot. It was like, they actually messed up.
Yeah.
And so Davante Adams, being the receiver that he is, he's like the best receiver in the game right now.
Right.
You could argue that, right? But being that, and then walk to the locker room and then seeing that, like I said, I think, having the fans just running out the field, Davante Adams doesn't know that no more. There's so many fans running on the field. There's so many things that could have happened. So it's like
so many people on the field after the game.
It really is understandable why he did that.
Watch this. Where are you going to stop? This cameraman works with the NFL, right?
Yeah.
So
probably.
Where are you going to stop with someone being able to take it to court? Because coaches and players get into it. assistants, like people who are on the training staff, they get into it with players. What if they get into it and someone pushes someone? Oh man, we're about to go foul in court. No, let the NFL take care of this. The cameraman, Davante Adams, this don't need to happen again. We don't want a cameraman to get pushed. Cameraman, keep yourself off to the sidelines and take your pictures from the side. Yeah. Don't be walking in front of players. This don't need to be no misdemeanor. I hope that brother is all right. I hope Davante Adams gets this settled and taken care of. And obviously this man just wants to get some paycheck. He wants to get some money. Just like this guy, whoever released the Warriors information. And you're right, man. When you're looking at the situation with fans running onto the field, they're trying to get Bobby Wagner too.
Yeah.
Because Bobby Wagner hit a guy, and now a lot of people say he shouldn't have tackled the guy. That guy got very close to the players. Security was not around.
That's security's
and
fault.
The players are on that field. You're going and walking in front of 60,000 people, and you're trusting that security has checked all of them for knives, guns, weapons, all types of things. You're hoping that security is strong enough where nobody gets on the field. The field is the players.
You're hoping that the NFL has set that in place. Like
you're hoping you're protected.
Yeah.
You're sending me out here. I'm hoping I'm protected at least on the field. This is why I don't even think Davante Adams should be getting some type of legal trouble, because on the field, he's walking to the locker room and someone gets in his way on his secure field. I got to say, they're trying to get at Bobby Wagner. I think the situation with Bobby Wagner, that guy filed a lawsuit against him when he was doing the wrong thing. He was doing. How do you do that?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Jonathan. This is the question I got for you. Are we being too lax with the fans in the NFL? Are we being too lax with the consequences of fans? Because if you're an NFL fan, the thought of even running out on the field shouldn't exist in your head.
Yeah.
And you're willing to do that and then get mad if a player hits you. You're running on a field with the giants of the world. The NFL players are the giants of the world. There's nobody stronger, bigger than these people. And your little 5'8" self is going to run out there with some smoke. No one knows what you got. We don't know what you got in your pocket. We don't know if you're going to target somebody. You should get knocked out by all of them. They should all be able to get one hit on them, and then make sure no fans do it again.
I think, I think
that's just me.
My opinion's definitely changed on this the past few weeks, but I think no doubt if they get close to a player, or like for any player, NBA or NFL, if they get close to a player and that player feels threatened, like they're in their personal bubble space, that player has every right to defend themselves. You know, you don't know what fans have on them, you know.
Right.
So I mean, it's almost like
you don't know what really happened.
Yeah, you don't know. It's almost like
this could be an actual attack going on.
Like if you're coming up on someone like that, they don't know what's going on. You know, they're trusting security, but it's like
security looked like they were not in control of the situation. They're running across the field themselves. They were running across the field, and they weren't even close to the dude. They were running this way. The dude's running that way. They're they're looking for help. Finally, Bobby Wagner just stepped in. He said, "I'll take care of this real quick."
Yeah, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be like. Yeah, Bobby Wagner and Davante Adams, they should not be in no
talking lawsuit. About it's in California, so he'll probably win the case. No, the judge should be like, you ran out on a National Football League field when that's against the rules, throw the case out. Throw the case out.
Not only that, bro, is what is the NFL doing about this? So if Bobby Wagner and Davante Adams is able to get in a lawsuit over this, the players need to be looking at the NFL like, yo, man. So it's clear y'all don't have our backs.
And that's very clear.
It's very clear the NFL does not have the players' backs.
The concussions they're dealing with when it came time when all the black players were protesting. You can see there's an obvious split between the leadership of the NFL and the players of the NFL and what they're even the way their contracts aren't guaranteed because it's such a violent sport. Well, if it's such a violent sport, you shouldn't be having nobody run out there. You never see somebody run on the boxing ring when two boxers are going. You never see it because you could get knocked out. You could get knocked out in that situation. You running in on the field, but see,
they want these
NFL players. I've seen people run on the field, and the NFL players are actually on the field. Like they're playing, they're on the field, and someone's running on there.
They're in the play.
You want them not to be able to stop this guy?
Not only that, if the NFL is gonna let the NFL players get in a lawsuit, then it's like, hold on. So the NFL players are relying on security and the NFL to make sure, all right, no fan can get on the field. So if the NFL is not doing a good job on that, you can't get mad at the players for them going in their personal space. You cannot get mad at the players for saying, hey, you tackle him, you put your hands on him. No. security didn't even do their job. So what are you paying security for at this point? You know,
Right.
It's like,
right. Security needs to be fired before a lawsuit gets filed against Bobby Wagner.
Yeah.
Did security get fired in that situation? I bet not.
I bet not.
I bet the security needs to get fired. That stadium needs to get looked at. Hey, do we need to readjust how many fans we allow in here? If we can't contain the situation, we need to change how many fans we allow in here. That team needs to be consequenced.
Yeah.
The stadium of that team needs to be consequenced. They'll make sure no fans get on the field again.
The organization.
But the way they're doing it is they're blaming the players for handling situations.
Yeah.
Because the players have to handle the situation. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
So I disagree with it, man. And with Davante Adams, as I said, his situation was different than Bobby Wagner. It still don't need to be in court.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all both are employed by the NFL. The cameraman and the player, y'all go take care of this with the NFL. And the NFL should look at the situation and say, look, these players need to be given some type of, what do you call it, like a time period? Because a lot of times right after the game, there are fights that break out or scuffles that break out.
Yeah.
You want everybody to be able to file a lawsuit because, hey, so-and-so pushed me after the game. Yeah, you were in the middle of the crowd of all these.
The cameraman should have, they should have, like, they're supposed to be a certain distance from the players.
Spaces.
Yeah.
I
They
know
have
he
their
wasn't
own
supposed to
place.
be walking in front of Davante Adams while he's walking to the back.
Yeah.
But when I saw it happen, I was like, Davante, just help the man up. Now that you realize he's a cameraman, even if he did before, just help the man up. But the fact he just pushed him, looked at him, and walked away, I knew they was gonna get at him, and I was like, I was just hoping he does it. I hope Davante Adams takes care of that situation. But the NFL needs to do a much, much, much better job when it comes to the fans. Man, look, I remember in high school there were times where certain parents would come onto the court mad, and as a player, you're on the court, you're kind of in the game zone, and you see a parent come onto the court mad, yelling at the referee, and you're looking like, whose parent is this? What's going on? That's just a parent. That's at a high school level. I'm a young minor at that time. At an NFL level, 60,000 people, I don't know who this is on the field. Yeah. I don't know if this is an attack on the NFL, attack on a certain player. I don't know what's going on. This man don't need to be on the field.
Yeah.
And they need to have some type of protocol in place for when those things happen, how to deal with it, and the players don't need to be getting in trouble. I suited up to play a football game without someone running on the field.
Yeah, you also got to understand.
Now I'm in trouble.
You got to understand, even when you lose a game or win a game, the adrenaline for a player is still in them. Like when they're doing their press conference and everything, walking back to the locker room, the adrenaline is still in them.
Yes.
So it's like, it's still in them, guys. So it's like, you don't be getting up in their face or whatnot, you know? It's out of them, really, when they go to the locker room, do their press conference. That's when it's really out of them, you know?
You know what?
The locker room is supposed to be like
there
a safe
needs
place.
to be a safe place for the players on that field.
Yeah.
And on their way leaving the field. Because that's how you get all those situations happening where people are leaving the field and fans are throwing popcorns. Once you let the fans know they have more power than the players, they treat the players bad.
Yeah,
the NBA's been doing a great job of banning people, saying you can't come back to the NBA games, you can't come back to the arena because you've treated our players disrespectfully.
Yeah, and there was an NFL fan, like week 1 or week 2, he threw a bottle at an owner.
Oh, like a beer bottle?
Yeah,
he threw a bottle at the owner?
The owner.
I bet he got banned, didn't he?
He got banned for life.
I bet he got banned.
So it's like, yeah.
He threw a bottle at the owner, not even the player who's all protected. He threw a bottle at the owner? Now, that's funny. What owner was that? Who was it?
Dude,
Was it Robert Kraft?
So I can.
Was it Jerry Jones? I would have heard if it was Jerry Jones.
It was either like, it was one of the New York teams or it was
that's why we didn't
Atlanta.
hear about it.
It was Atlanta or one of the New York teams. But yeah.
Atlanta, the thing I remember about that Atlanta owner was a few years ago when they were playing Tom Brady and he was down on the field. He thought he was about to win his championship.
Their quarter dancing and everything.
Yeah, he was over there all excited, and then you could just see his face when they lost. That was funny. That was actually a funny game.
Yeah, let's
man.
Get into the so
it's just some interesting stuff going on with the NFL and with Davante Adams and Bobby Wagner and these fans in the NFL. I bet before this season's over, we're going to see some more situations with fans going on the field because this stuff isn't really being taken care of, man.
The NFL needs to take care of that, man, definitely. And, like I said, the NBA's been doing a great job with that. Like, you know, the whole making sure the fans don't get on the court too close to players. Like the NBA, obviously the fans are closer to the players, but the security's been doing a better job with that. Mm-hmm. But let's update
the
everyone.
The nerve of these people run on the field with these giants and then mad and file a lawsuit when they knock you over. They want to feel so powerful that they can run on the field with these giants and no one touch them.
Yeah.
That's what they want to feel that powerful.
Yeah.
Did that fan who ran on the field, did he get banned? He should be banned.
So, yeah.
He shouldn't even be thinking about a lawsuit against Bobby Wagner. Mm-hmm. He should be over here, man.
I think he did get banned.
And obviously Bobby Wagner really didn't tackle him. This man should be in the hospital if he really got tackled by Bobby Wagner with full gear on.
Talking about one of the Hall of Fame linebacker.
He obviously wasn't trying to hurt him. He just said, "Let me put you down real quick."
Yeah, he just put him down. Like if he wanted to hurt him,
I was gonna say we would have seen him fly 8 feet back. That happened to me before. Let me share a story real quick. Azusa Pacific. I'm playing flag football. I've never played football in my life. As a child, I never played football, tackle, none of that stuff. Flag football, Azusa Pacific, intramural leagues. So I'm out there just playing because all my friends were playing. They're like, "Come on, we need you on the team." They didn't need me on the team. I didn't know what I was doing out there. They really didn't need me on the team. Man, we lined up for a kickoff. The other team was kicking off, so it was like, I think it was 7-on-7, maybe 8-on-8. We each got a man, and we're on the defense. We're on the receiving end, so we're just about a block. And so I'm lined up. I'm looking at who I got. I was like, "Oh, hold on a second. This dude right here is like at least 275, 6'4", 6'5". I'm like, I don't need to be guarding him. I'm like, help. I'm looking for my help. I'm like, help. Where's my help? I need help over here. They said, "Hi, kickoff." They kicked the ball off. I'm looking at this dude I'm supposed to block. I'm like, okay, well, let's just, let's just go ahead and whoop, whoop, whoop. Dude knocked me back about 8 feet. I'm talking about I took off. I flew in the air. I'm flying back in the air. I fall down. And I just remember getting up and the play was over. And I just walked off like, it was a dude named Juan. I was like, "Juan, go ahead. You got me." I was done for the season. I never stepped back foot on a football field ever again. I haven't even played 3 flags up no more. So, man, that was just a crazy situation that I remember really. Only time I played organized football.
That's crazy.
So I'm a basketball player for life, man. I'm leaving that football alone. But let's move on here, man.
Yeah, man. Let's move on to let's update everyone on the Jordan Poole and Draymond Green situation.
Oh yeah, we do need to do some updates.
Yeah, as you guys may or may not know, Draymond Green, Steve Kerr yesterday on Tuesday announced that Draymond Green would not be suspended from the team. And he's going to get a fine, and then he'll be back with the team on Friday for the preseason game. And he's expected to play the season opener, right? Mm-hmm. So, we did a poll on Instagram. A lot of people seem to disagree with it. Like they believe Draymond should have been suspended. What do you think? Yeah,
that's a very interesting take. Just to be fined and not suspended is weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Hey, I did call it. I told him when I was like, he's not getting suspended.
He did call it because I said he was at least getting one to two games. I said they're gonna suspend him for the first 2 games of the season because I thought that was just a public display for the NBA and be like, "Look, we suspended him." But to just fine him, when you're just fining an NBA player, Draymond Green's always getting fined. Every year he's getting fined almost every couple of games. He's getting fined for technical, getting fined for this. Sometimes the Warriors are covering it, but I just thought that was kind of lackadaisical. They didn't want to suspend him probably because of their role in the situation. The Warriors' role in the situation, the fact the video got leaked.
Yeah.
They share some responsibility for this being such an ugly situation, the Warriors organization. So I feel like they did not want to suspend Draymond Green. They said it was a mutual decision to step away because, the Warriors... Draymond Green and Jordan Poole are like, "Hey, y'all messed up.
Yeah.
We have fights all the time behind closed doors, even though this one was worse than others. Y'all messed up by allowing this out." How was the fight even announced to ESPN? Dude, before the video came out, why was it even announced that there was a fight in practice, in a closed practice?
Yeah.
Let's just stop there for a second. Let's just think about it for a second. The day before the video came out, it was all over the news that Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole in practice.
That's true.
At a closed practice.
That's true.
None of your coaches, none of your players, definitely none of the players trying to make it from the bench are going to be doing the talking. None of the superstars are going to be doing the talking. They're not running to the media. They don't even like the media like that. And none of the coaches should. Who told anybody there was a fight? We still don't know who gave the video out. Right now, the Warriors are still on the hot seat.
Could have been the Warriors organization, man.
The Warriors are still on the hot seat about did they encourage the release of the video?
They could have, man, because
they could have hidden that thing.
Looking at Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins, their contracts are supposed to be renegotiated or like reconstructed next season.
Mm-hmm.
So, and along with Draymond Green. So, the Warriors probably looking at it like, hey, we probably only got enough money for 2 people. They're probably going to let Draymond Green go. Not only that, bro, I think Draymond Green knows. I think Draymond is kind of done with the Warriors. I think, like, just overall, the past events and stuff, I think he's kind of done with them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could definitely see him leaving next year. Because his contract ends next year. So, I could definitely see that. But to answer your question, I think the cameraman, I think the Warriors do have some part in this. The organization does have some part in this. But I don't think Draymond Green got suspended because of this. First off, I don't think he should have got suspended in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he didn't get suspended.
Yeah, no matter if Draymond Green said he should have, no, he shouldn't have got suspended.
Should he have even got fined then? If you think he wasn't even in the wrong,
you can no, he was in the wrong for sure. But you can fine him, but he doesn't need to be suspended like that.
Suspended, okay.
But I mean, I think Jordan Poole was probably like Jordan Poole had to be a key person in this situation right here, and he probably was like, "Nah, don't suspend Draymond Green. Just make him step away for a few days, come back, and everything." Because the report said Jordan Poole still hasn't forgiven Draymond Green, which is it's understandable, right?
We haven't even heard an interview from Jordan on it yet.
Yeah, we haven't.
They must have not even wanted him to talk on it because he might still be mad. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
But we're gonna see, like, especially in the preseason game,
especially
Friday,
when they gotta work together.
Because
in games you gotta start yelling at each other. In games you're like, Jordan, you're supposed to. If Jordan don't want to hear it, we're gonna be able to see. Yeah. Once they are back out there on the court, we're gonna be able to see.
We're gonna see the first game, bro. The first game they played the Lakers.
Jordan Poole, the next preseason game came out there nice. I think 25 points. They had Steph Curry give him the free throw word. So they obviously are trying to make sure he still feels part of the family.
Let's slow down. Let's be honest. The media. Let's be honest here. The media hates Draymond Green, so of course the next day they're gonna go ahead and put Jordan Poole out there doing.
You're right.
I mean, Jordan Poole, he's a good player, but the layup and stuff that he was doing out there, it was regular plays. I'm gonna be honest, it was regular plays. So like the media just hate Draymond Green. They're gonna make Jordan Poole look better. Mm-hmm. They're obviously trying to hurt Draymond Green in this situation. But I mean, I just feel like. Yeah, the Warriors have some part in this, and they need to be held accountable.
And you know what? I think the Warriors are kind of... Because they're talking about some investigation. It don't take no investigation.
You know who was there.
It don't take no investigation to figure out who released what. You had a closed practice. Mm-hmm. You have another closed practice with the same individuals and figure out who did it. No investigation.
Yeah, not only that, bro.
No investigation needed.
Not only that, bro. The past recent events from the Warriors staff, the Warriors organization, that alone, it makes me skeptical about that myself. Like
with Durant going back out there, not being ready to play,
the whole organization, how they're handling things.
Yeah,
like that Warriors. I've been telling people the Warriors organization, they're not good. They're not good at all.
You don't think so?
They got like Curry in them, but
they're newer to success. That's for sure. They're newer to success because they received success very quickly. Yeah. You know, and a lot of it. And so, they're doing things that a lot of people haven't done before.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. How do you feel about everyone else, the NBA players and whatnot, on the Warriors team, talking about Draymond needs to earn their trust back? Do you
on the Warriors team?
Yeah, I mean, there's players like Kevon Looney and stuff. They're like, he needs to earn our trust back, blah, blah, blah. It's like, do you think they're going above a bit too far with this, or...
I heard Kevin Looney say that.
Yeah.
I also heard Draymond say that.
Yeah.
Draymond said that in his apology interview where he said, "Hey, there's going to be work to do on myself personally, and then work to do with the team to gain everybody's." I don't know if he used the word trust, but he said to get that camaraderie. He might have said to get the camaraderie back, but he said there's work that he's going to have to do. I don't have a problem with what Kevin Looney said. Kevin Looney got, 2 of them championships with him, too?
Yeah.
He's been through some things. He probably got in some fights with Draymond himself. You never know. So he said what he said.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Kevin Looney, and I'm not even a Looney Tune fan, but I'm not mad at Kevin Looney.
Oh, I love Looney, bro. He's doing his little thing on the court, bro. Looney, he gets 2 points.
I'm not against Looney. Yeah. I like him. I've seen his family. I like him. Just as a basketball player, it wasn't like he was the main. Some people want him to just stay quiet. You don't know who's all stood up to Draymond behind closed doors, and it seems like not too many are willing to.
Yeah, I feel. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope someone.
I mean, I feel like
let him know he was wrong in this.
I feel like the Warriors, like team in general, like they're making this situation worse than the media.
You think so?
Because it's almost like they don't want Draymond on the team no more. So it's like you got to figure it out.
Yeah, they're kind of isolating
him
to make sure they keep Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
Now it's about to be sides. If Jordan Poole see you talking to Draymond, he's like, "Oh man, what you doing over there talking to Draymond Wiggins?"
That's how it is.
That's how it goes, even unconsciously. Hey, we all going out to eat. Jordan's like, "I don't even feel like going today." A couple other players like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with Jordan," and then now it's a split.
Yeah.
And y'all need them two to be. They don't gotta like each other if they want to just win. If they can put it behind them and just win, that would be powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
if
powerful.
they win a championship this year, I don't know. What
You start talking about a different level of dynasty.
Yeah.
Because any level of dynasty has to go through stuff where it's like we didn't think they were gonna win it that year because of all the issues that were happening.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about Dennis Rodman left the team halfway through the season and just left to Vegas, and they were like all those things that happened. But that was before social media.
Yeah.
Now we're dealing with a different time, but it's obvious that the Warriors want to keep Jordan Poole. It's obvious.
And it's obvious they don't want to keep Draymond Green.
You think so?
It's obvious.
The way they're talking about him, the way they're doing
the Warriors organization, they got something to do with this, bro. Like
they have to. Come on.
You got to be honest.
There's no way the story should have came out, and if it did leak, the way they said it leaked, as far as the cameraman and whatnot, give us more details. What's the dude's name?
Yeah.
Who's the dude? Who's the actual individual? They haven't pinpointed what they said. The video cameraman or whatever. What's the dude's name? How much did he get paid? And when did he release the video? I want to know all of that.
Yeah.
At a closed practice, there's no reason. At a closed practice, there's no reason for there to even be information getting out about a fight.
Yeah.
That's what I say, because the video didn't come till the next day or next 2 days.
Yeah.
So someone was already spilling the beans
in
and
the
talking,
morning,
and it wasn't Jordan and it wasn't Draymond.
Yeah.
So I disagree with that. I think that
it wasn't any of the players.
I think the Warriors. I haven't heard from the Warriors owner. He stayed out of this, but I say that the Warriors have some responsibility, and that's why they said they're launching an investigation into how the video was released.
Yeah, they know who it was.
You know who it was, and it might have been someone in house who was told to do this.
They said the cameraman got $2.6 million from TMZ. So
let me tell you something, man. I'm Bob Myers or whatever, Joe Lacob, the manager, the owner. I get a phone call. There was a fight in practice. Bring me all the videotapes. I want all the video, all the footage before it gets real. Bring me all the footage. Yeah. There's no way. There's no absolute way. I guarantee you that the Warriors organization has other videotapes of situations that they are not releasing.
Yeah.
Situations they've seen happen in the locker room. And they said, we're not releasing this. Give me those videotapes. Burn those. Or whatever. This situation gets out. Mistake? Nah, I don't buy it. Because there's 30 other teams where stuff don't get out by mistake. And you're the top championship team. You're an organized, efficient enough team to win 4 championships in the last 7 years. But you're not organized enough to keep a fight out of the public's attention. I don't buy it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna insult my intelligence.
Yeah.
So I don't buy that.
Get me on that.
Now my brother Draymond Green. Let's get to brother Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Don't talk so much during the apology, man. He talked for 36 minutes to apologize for the situation, and I know he was going through it and he was feeling bad. And see, when you talk that long, what you're trying to do, I'm telling you this. When you're trying to apologize, I've done this myself. When you take longer to apologize, you're trying to protect your image. Yeah. When you're just apologizing for what you did wrong or what you believe you did wrong, you can get that done quick. The apology does not take that long. You don't want to apologize for 36 minutes.
Yeah.
You want to say what you need to apologize about. Hey, this is what happened. Me and Jordan, we got a lot of stuff we got to take care of behind closed doors. Me and the team got a lot of stuff to take care of behind closed doors, but we're going to take care of it to the best of our ability. Handle this like men. Boom. Any questions from the media? I'm going to take 3. 1, 2, 3. Done. This man got up there and started trying to be philosophical, talk about we all go through different things that happen off the court and it gets brought into the court, and start talking about the video, start talking about his family going to be at the arena and the pink elephant. I was like, Draymond, just apologize, drop it, and move forward.
Yeah.
He took too long, in the way he was talking. He's over here talking. Finally, they started asking him questions like, Do you need to receive counseling? They're starting to talk about, does he need anger management?
And
this is
anger
the same man who's been angry every time we've watched him play basketball. There's no...
Bro, I mean, you don't...
Talk to me, Jonathan.
You don't hear Draymond Green getting into criminal activity, like he punched a man outside of court. Like, no, it's obviously... this goes back to, like, Westbrook, Draymond Green, all those players. You can ask people around them, like the media or whatnot. They're on the court, they're a different guy, but off the court, they're like super chill. They're like calm, you know what I'm saying? Just don't get up in their faces or whatnot. But I mean, first, it was very brave. Like, for Draymond Green, for any girl, man, to go up there, like he said, didn't even talk about it on his podcast. He went, so he went on the media, so that way they could ask questions back, whatnot. But, I mean, that was a long apology, but I don't have no problem with it. But yeah,
the thing with the long apology was you're feeding into everything they want to talk about. If you just get up there and do your apology, they don't have much to talk about. You talked for 36 minutes. You looked like you were trying to low key explain the situation while you were also saying you don't want no sympathy. I think he looks back at this years from now and be like, yeah, that's how I chose to do it, but I could have done it different. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of Draymond for getting up there and apologizing for what he felt his part was. I just would have let the apology be an apology, and any type of explanations or any questions you get later, let that be a separate thing. Just your apology needs to be real quick. Yeah. Anybody out there who gets caught up with, we all get caught up in stuff and then have to apologize. A lot of people can't even apologize. So that's why I say shout out to Draymond for at least taking responsibility for what he did. But it could have been simple, man.
Hey, yeah, man. You're right.
It could have been simpler than that.
So let me ask you this, bro. Is this Draymond's last year with the Warriors?
Man, I think he could be out of there before that. Is he locked in this whole year? Like, they can't trade him? Because I wouldn't be surprised if they trade him before the end of the season.
Nah.
Bro, if the start of this season is looking bad with Draymond being out here, I can see them trading him before the season's over.
You can't do that, man. You can't trade Draymond. He was a valuable piece for the championship. It's not like
he's gonna be a valuable piece for them not winning it this year.
Man. Trust me.
You're saying you can't trade him, but what if he wants to be traded?
If he wants to be traded, that's a different story.
What if, because he was saying that the championship's still the main goal.
Yeah.
He could be in the way of the team winning the championship this year.
Nah, he won't get in the way.
You don't think so?
He won't get in the way.
If Jordan Poole's not getting over him?
The only people that can get in the way at this point is Jordan Poole.
Okay, so you're saying Jordan Poole needs to get over this now.
He has to get over it. He has to. Draymond's apologized. He's already done all that stuff. Jordan Poole, I get it. It's gonna be hard for Jordan Poole, but he had like, if they want to win a championship, he has to put it behind him.
I hope so too.
I know he's young. I know he's young. He's not gonna be able to do it, but
hey, I love to see two men who got into any type of fight or issue be able to reconcile stuff. Yeah. Sometimes you reconcile stuff by staying away. Mm-hmm. So we'll have to see. That would be impressive to see. I'm gonna say that right here. It would be very impressive to see Jordan Poole and Draymond Green unite back together strong enough to be teammates in this way and show everybody else how to do it, because there's this mindset that once you get in a fight, you can't never be friends no more. If someone punched me, I could never be their friend no more, whatnot. I understand where people are coming from. Y'all got to learn life happens, and you have to be able to forgive people. You have to be able to move on and still work together with people. You still have to be able to work together with people. Yeah. You know, and you have to accept apologies from people. Draymond Green acknowledged what he did.
Most people won't even apologize.
I feel like what Draymond was saying in his apology video was almost like, this happens all the time. Yeah. This just got caught on video.
I was thinking that too, because
he didn't want to say it.
When you look at the video though, like, look at all the teammates around.
No one was tripping.
No one was tripping. It looked like it happened all the time. So it was like,
I was in a basketball practice before we were at a church building when this happened. We were at a basketball practice just at a church building. And two players got in a fight, and the smaller dude body slammed the bigger dude, picked him up and just body slammed him on concrete. And that you know, that happened. Yeah. You know, there were several fights and practices.
There's no video.
There's no video.
Exactly.
The coach had just walked outside the gym, so the coach didn't even see it. He heard about it, but he didn't even see it. So yeah, there's been some interesting things that happen. Any team's gonna have fights.
Yeah.
Any team's gonna have fights.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like
I
everybody
mean,
on your
you're in
team.
an 82 game season. There's gonna be some beef throughout the season.
Yeah, so we'll see how Jordan Poole handles it. He came back the next game and did his thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, the media is on his side. Now, the thing about the media being on your side, no matter who you are, the media is only on your side for the sake of the story. They're not really on Jordan Poole's side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Jordan Poole, fresh, clean cut, no trouble, no criminal record, none of that type of stuff. And then Draymond Green's this angry guy who picked on poor little Jordan Poole, which I know Jordan Poole was talking mess. I know he was saying
I'm already
stuff.
tell you guys this right now. If the Warriors lose the first game after the ring ceremony, you already know what the media is gonna do. The media probably won't even ask a question about the game. They're gonna be like, I saw you talking to Draymond Green. Was there some beef there or something? You know, they're gonna come up with something, bro. The media, that's what I was saying. The media's not being held accountable, bro. Like they're putting out, you know, just the media in general. They're putting out false info. I mean, you have the cameraman getting in front of Davante Adams. Like, if anything, bro, that cameraman should be fired. You shouldn't be getting in a player's personal space like that.
Or if anything, the NFL needs to start making some rules for where the cameramen need to be at.
Well, the thing is, the cameraman they've always been near the players, or like they're walking back with him. But that one right there, he just got right in front of him, like an inch away. Like,
I was
bro,
like, was he trying to run across him? But for whatever reason, Davante Adams stopped. Like, he had to stop. He was walking and had to stop before.
And he was looking down. He wasn't even looking up.
When he looked up, this man's in front of him, like, in his way. So, that's why that situation is different.
To be quite honest, I mean, Davante Adams didn't have to push him, but, I mean, it's understandable. Like, I don't even think Davante Adams needed to apologize for that. Like, he's in his personal space like that. Yeah. Like, if you're walking and someone has their head down, and you can see them, that cameraman can see Davante Adams. You can see them, and you walk right in front of them, and then when they're looking up, you're right in front of them. You can't get mad if they push you or something, you know?
Right.
Especially up on the street or around nowadays. But like I said, in that situation, like, you had a lot of fans coming on the field and whatnot. You just don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
You have all types of, you got all types of stuff.
It's so loud in the stadium, too.
There should be some type of liability clause. You're on the field with football players, stuff happens.
Yeah.
Hey, if you got a good special job, I'm sure you're getting paid good to have that NFL cameraman job. You're out there with the beast. Yeah. You're out there on the field with people who are trying to knock other players out. Stuff might happen to you. You might be standing on the sideline and a wide receiver runs into your ankles and you break your AC, tear your ACL.
Hey, bro,
you cannot sue.
You see these referees out here. They're getting hurt.
Referees be out here leaving on stretchers injured.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, that's definitely
funny, that's some stuff, man. But kind of wrapping things up with the Warriors, it's definitely gonna make for a fun season. And the Warriors, everything they do is gonna be under a microscope. But like I told you, the one thing the Warriors can do to get over all this is win.
Yeah.
If the Warriors come out there, I'm talking about winning. I'm talking about they go back to how they were. What was that? 2017, 2016, where they were just like on blowing teams out. Like the Warriors games would be over at halftime. You'd be like, oh, they already up by 40. Oh, it's over.
Man,
you know,
that's the best thing they could do. But to be quite honest with you, that's the best thing they can do. But to be honest with you, I don't see it happening. Just based it off of like how the team handled the situation. I'm not even talking about the coach. I'm talking about how the teammates, how they were talking about Draymond Green, Jordan Poole. It didn't really sound like they were like even if your teammate does something bad, you still kind of have their back in a sense where it's like, hey, yeah, he did this, but it's like
he lost the trust of the players.
He lost the trust of the players, but for what?
That's understandable.
For what though?
Because he's a leader.
Yeah, that's
why he lost the trust. When you submit yourself and allow somebody to be your leader, you're expecting a certain type of respect from them still. So Jordan Poole is like, I'm allowing you to be the one who pushes me, tells me to go harder, tells me to run more suicides, run more laps. Nah, come on, you're doing more weights. We waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I'm submitting myself to your leadership, just like your employer. I'm submitting myself to your employer. But if your employer comes out there cussing, I didn't submit to all this. I didn't submit to you cursing at me while I'm flipping these burgers. You know what I'm saying? I'm flipping these burgers. You flipping me off. I'm not doing that. You see what I'm saying? So with Draymond Green, he had the leadership position. Him, Iguodala, Curry,
Clay.
Yeah. They definitely had it. But Draymond definitely was one of the leaders that anybody who comes to the Warriors organization falls underneath that crew right there. And for him to swing on somebody who's, part of that, not where you're at in the ranks. He's just one because of,
it wasn't even like he was another superstar and they got into it.
Yeah, he's new in the ranks. And for you to swing on someone, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I know fights happen in the NBA. That, what we saw wasn't a fight. It wasn't a fight like I'm
going to go a step further, though.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
You got to understand, right? Even with the Steve Kerr situation, Steve Kerr said he put his hands on Michael Jordan first. Like
he did.
Jordan Poole put his hands on Draymond Green first.
That's true.
So, I
understand.
It wasn't even like he went up to him and socked him. It was like he was talking to him, and then Jordan Poole shoved him off. And Draymond Green was like looking. He was like, "What?"
But Draymond, see, this is the thing. Draymond even knew what he did was wrong. And Draymond, I don't believe, would have apologized if he did not think what he did was wrong. I think he knew I did too much in this situation.
Yeah.
Even though it looks worse on the video, I believe Draymond Green wouldn't have apologized. This is what I like about Draymond Green. He told the Warriors, "I'm not apologizing to Kevin Durant." Because if he doesn't believe he's wrong, this situation he knew.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you why he knew. He knew his teammates even looked at that as, hey, that was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
His teammates even looked at that as that was wrong. That was not him and Iguodala getting in a pushing match and then they fighting each other.
Yeah.
This was Jordan Poole. Like, you knew Jordan Poole. Obviously, by how Jordan Poole responded, Draymond knew Jordan Poole wasn't going to fight back. Yeah. So it's like, why would you swing on this dude?
Yeah.
You know this dude is a little 23-year-old kid. Mm-hmm. Now watch this, though. I think Jordan Poole's about to go to other levels in his career. Mm-hmm. After you go through stuff like this, you'd have been knocked out. You've won a championship. Yeah. You're already a good player. I think he only has up to go from here. Yeah. I really do.
Yeah.
And I don't trust this Warriors organization, the leadership. I think they're covering some stuff up. That's why Andre Iguodala had a top-selling book.
Mm-hmm.
Because they be covering stuff up over there, man.
Organization,
Durant, they put Durant back out there, and he wasn't really ready.
Yeah, they put Iguodala.
They obviously are just about.
Iguodala said they put him out there with a broken foot. They were putting Curry out there when he wasn't healthy. They were putting a lot of people out there when they weren't healthy.
Man. So it was like, and then you see the NBA gets mad at people like Kawhi Leonard who say, "I'm sitting out the whole year. I'm taking care of my health."
Dude, if an NBA player, if the NBA player is not healthy, he's not healthy.
He's not healthy.
Like, you want him to play hurt? Like,
can't play injured. Yeah.
Like,
they be, well, you're getting paid millions to go out there anyways. I can't go out here on this bad leg.
You can't go play with the torn ACL, bro. Like,
go find someone else who can play. Yeah. So those are interesting topics, man. Just wanted to update everybody on here with this Draymond Green and Jordan Poole situation. It's changing every day. And, of course, this is probably one of those topics that we're going to have to talk about throughout at least the beginning of the season.
You'll see us do some stuff on Instagram about this and whatnot. We'll talk about these situations and whatnot.
Yeah, and as I said, I hope that the situation gets resolved. I don't want to see no bad beef where these two players can't never talk to each other. Yeah. Again, I was watching Kwame Brown. He has a podcast, I think it's Kwame Brown Bus Life on YouTube, and he said, man, after I got knocked out, I would have at least been waking up and turning over chairs and swinging at somebody. I might not have gone straight at Draymond, but I would let everybody know I'm mad. He said Jordan Poole got up and continued practicing. So I feel what he's saying. That's
a good look on Jordan Poole, too. He was up there putting in shots afterwards and whatnot.
Just kept playing real professional about it. Yeah. You can make some professional decisions when you're getting paid millions. Mm-hmm. Someone sat down with him and said, "Look here, now don't mess up your money. Don't mess up your bag over this embarrassment." Yeah. But this is going to grow him as a young man. He's 23 years old.
I think Jordan Poole will be a superstar. Like, he'll have his own team one day.
Yeah, he's 23-year-old, man. We want him to do well and successful. Mm-hmm. And that's why I think that's part of why Draymond Green looked so bad in the situation. Draymond, don't talk so much, man. Just you've apologized now. Leave that alone. You don't need to bring this situation up all the time again.
You know he won't. You know the media is.
They're gonna ask him questions.
The media is gonna ask him questions.
How is it between you and Jordan now?
Dude, let me tell you, the media is gonna try and divide Draymond Green and Jordan Poole
for the whole season.
Even if they do come out and say they work this out, they're gonna be Jordan Poole's gonna be in a press conference. Draymond Green said this about this or blah blah blah. What do you think?
Yeah, they're gonna have to handle that.
They're
gonna be having Jordan Poole was sitting at the bench talking to Curry. Draymond didn't walk all the way down to the end to talk to them.
Every little thing they're gonna do.
So we want to see two brothers who can work this out in a way. Men can work things out. Real men can work things out. Real men. I'm hearing some of these people on YouTube, man, if you really about it, you would never talk to that man no more. What? No, men got to learn how to work past their differences and their wrongdoings to at least
we're not. They're
be
not
political.
We're not
be
even
political.
saying. Yeah, we're not even saying that they gotta be friends.
Because another
But
championship means more money for all of them. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not even saying you gotta be friends. All you gotta do is go to work. If you don't even want to hang out with him, that's fine. That's fine, bro.
You're right about that. All you gotta do is go to work. And it is, Draymond might not have the same Poole. Everybody might not listen to him. He might start barking at some players, and they all walk the other way now. Like, they ain't listening to him the same way. Yeah. And then trust me, if you're somebody who you're not gonna want to get into it with anybody who you feels like is swinging on somebody like a punk move. Like this, people look at that as a punk move. Jordan Poole's just a small guy. I hear what you're saying though, and I understand you too.
I don't.
Jordan Poole did push him.
Yeah.
And that's man to man. If someone push you, you can retaliate. You put your hands on someone, you don't know how they respond.
Dude, I mean,
at
yeah.
all. It don't matter what.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it, because it's like, you've seen situations even last year with like the Lakers, whatnot, Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard. They get into it, right?
Yeah.
And then when they start putting hands on each other, people start like separating them.
Yeah.
But even at that, it wasn't
team full of veterans though.
Yeah, it was a team full of veterans. So like, they kind of knew what they were doing. But like even in this situation right here, is like, I don't really know if I can sit there and say Draymond's wrong, because Draymond obviously he thinks he was wrong, right? But it was like Draymond was just going to talk to Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole initiated the contact first, so I was like,
nah, he didn't just go to talk. You don't go talk face to face where your nose is touching each other.
It happens all the time in the NBA though.
Anybody who gets in your space, you should push them back. Someone gets that close in your space, you could be knocked out before you know it hit you. That's true. You at least arm space back, arm bar back. He pushed them back, but now he pushed them and looked away. You don't do that. You don't never put your hand on somebody and then turn your back. We saw that with Markieff Morris and Jokic.
Yeah.
Man, hold on a second. The NBA is putting out these things. I've been seeing these things of these reports of who's the top guards in the NBA and who's the top players. ESPN put out who's the top most likely to win MVP. It seems like this year the whole NBA is on the Luka Doncic board. The whole NBA had him ranked the number one guard in the NBA. The number one guard in the NBA. Now, we all know the Dallas Mavericks are all set up around Luka Doncic. We know Luka Doncic is a great player. He is not the number one guard in the NBA over Curry.
Who is?
Well, right now, Curry being the champion, 3-point leader, no one able to stop him. We putting him at number one.
Yeah.
We could say a couple other people.
I understand it though. I think Curry's the best guard right now. In the NBA.
Luka.
But you can understand it because last year it's like Luka's the only player on his team last year that was actually like scoring, doing things, getting his team to a playoffs.
The whole team set up around him.
Curry has help.
Yeah.
A little help.
Yeah.
So I mean I understand it, but right now there's no debate. Curry's no one can stop him. He's been doing the same thing for like 10 years, bro.
I'm just noticing, man, they're doing a lot of this putting, they try to make the league more international friendly because it's better for marketing, man.
Yeah.
If I got Russia on my team, if I got Serbia on my business, one of my business partners is Serbia. Where are they at? Abu Dhabi. They out there in Dubai, out there in South America. They out there playing games in Japan and Africa. They're trying to expand. Now all these places where they're playing at, they don't have players from all these places. You don't have nobody from Dubai playing in the NBA. You don't have nobody from Japan playing. I think they got the brother from the Warriors. The brother from the Warriors.
There's people in the NBA that like are role players that don't play, but they're international.
Yeah, so they're trying to expand it internationally. They got Giannis, they got Jokic, they got Luka. They're trying to expand it internationally because but that's why they're changing the rules and everything. So it's real deep. It's real deep what's happening with the NBA.
Definitely.
But I've been seeing a lot of it, man. I saw it on First Take. They had the top most likely to win MVP was Luka. And I'm like, okay, so they're already setting it up for Luka Doncic to win this year because they know his numbers are going to be good. If he stays healthy, his numbers are going to be good because the team's set up for him to be the assist person, the points, and then he gets his rebounds because he's tall. Like, he's a great player. I just think that they do way too much. They be comparing him to Kobe and Jordan and
Yeah, they gotta stop with that.
Nah, man. Yeah, they need to chill with that. And we gonna end it here. This was supposed to be a short video, and we started talking it, man. You know how we do. S&J, we don't hold back. We gonna go ahead and talk about it.
We gonna talk about everything
and give our perspective on stuff. You know who's been off the hook this week since Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole? Malika Andrews. We ain't heard nothing about her. We ain't heard nothing about the Boston Celtics and Ema Udoka. We haven't heard nothing about none of these
Suns
people.
owner.
The Suns owner been off the hook 3 or 4 press releases ago.
Oh,
There's been 3 or 4
ago,
stories
man.
since him.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm telling you, you can't never take the focus off of these people, man, because there's more NBA owners like that, and it's just a matter of time before their videos get released.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, that's true, man. That's true. Definitely. It's
Man,
definitely
hey,
a situation to keep up with, though.
Everybody listening to us right now, hit that like button, that thumbs up like button, and a lot of you all have. We appreciate it. That algorithm's been working on our side. Hit that thumbs up button if you're watching us right now. If you haven't subscribed, we need you to subscribe and share our videos, share our video clips, because this content, we just growing. We're growing.
Yeah, man. Got any questions? If you got any questions or comments, just put in the comments, bro. We respond. We see it.
Yes.
We see it.
Yes, definitely,
man.
definitely. So yeah, Davante Adams,
Bobby Wagner.
Hope he's good.
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner, hope he's good, man. We are S&J Sports Talk, but man, we really want to see the players do well. We're not like the media. We don't have no hidden agenda intention where it's like, I just don't like Anthony Davis, so I'm going to talk mess about him. I'm against Kyrie because he wanted to protest. We're not against him.
Yeah.
We look at these people as role models.
We want them to get paid, too.
We look at these people as role models. Anybody who can stand on their belief and lose millions of dollars because of their belief is a role model to anybody's child. I don't care what you say. Somebody who's willing to turn down large amounts of money like the millions because of a belief they have. I don't care what the belief is. If the belief is I don't believe I should be wearing sandals, I don't care what the belief is. That's a hero right there. And that's what we learn from childhood is to be someone who stands alone and be someone who stands on what your beliefs are. But then when you do it like Kyrie Irving, they didn't even put him in the top 75 players in the NBA.
That was disrespectful, man.
Disrespectful, man.
Oh, yeah.
Disrespectful. There's nobody who... Dude, let me stop. I'm about to get on a whole nother topic.
Hey, man,
you're
right,
we're on
though.
the player's side, man. We're on the player's side. We have no hidden agendas. We're not getting paid by ESPN to say one thing or the other. We're not getting in trouble by the women's rights organization if we say something here.
We're not in Hollywood. We
not
say
in
whatever we
Hollywood.
want. This is our podcast.
We're even for the WNBA. We support.
We've
the
been
WNBA.
promoting them too.
We've been
bro.
promoting them.
Yeah.
Many of the people that when we had that video and we talked about why they don't get no views. Many people messaged me and said, "Thanks for letting me know. I didn't even know the WNBA finals was going on."
I hope they take our advice, man. Like literally, bro. That promotion, bro. Literally, like it's no worries, man.
Right.
It's no worries.
Right.
Definitely.
Hey,
though.
Jonathan, are we going to the Kings? Are we going to the Kings opener game?
Hey.
Kings opening
bro.
home game.
I gotta see a few things, before they.
You need to see some.
I need to see that they actually make a change. Mike Brown got that team under control, but I'm definitely going to a game this year. I'll probably go to a few actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Well, let's get up out of here and
definitely, man. Like I said, guys, we are on S&J. We're on every platform for podcasts, that you can think of.
S&J Sports Talk.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. S&J Sports Talk, all right? And then, that's basically it, man.
Man, sounds
real. You good? All righty.
Sounds good. All right, y'all.
Peace,
Take
y'all.
it easy. We'll see y'all.